my first guest is a medical doctor, and she has written a few books. But one of the things that is so extraordinary about her is that she's not on the show today to talk about being a doctor. She's on the show today to talk about how we have to be so careful about the sociopaths in our lives. And first of all, Dr. Nicole Kelly, welcome to the program. And can you explain to us exactly what a sociopath is? A psychopath.
So sociopaths and psychopaths are on the same spectrum. Basically, they're people who do not experience empathy and do not have a conscience. Their brains are wired differently than the majority of people.
Right. So therefore, they're capable of doing the unmentionable and unthinkable and not even feel bad about it.
Absolutely. They see the world as a game, and the rest of us are just pawns to be manipulated for their personal benefit.
So you have written a book. It's called Charming Cheaters. And can you share with us a little bit about your own personal story? Because it's very important. You're very intelligent, obviously. You're a medical doctor. You're an MD. And yet, you have your own experience, and if you wouldn't mind sharing with the audience, because we need to hear this story over and over again.
So my favorite part of being a physician is talking with the patients, working with the families. I actually do hospice and geriatrics. And the business side has never been something that has really been exciting or something I wanted to focus on. I had a nurse who worked for me who told me that our billing company was robbing us blind. And this nurse was very charismatic. Everybody loved her. She had a bunch of groupies who followed her around like puppy dogs. I mean, she was just the life of the party. And, you know, at first I was hesitant. Like, there were red flags. I should have listened. But she kept convincing me that she would make everything better if she took over the billing and took over the financial side of my medical practice.
Okay, yep. Everybody, so brace yourself. Yeah, brace yourself. Yep.
And while she did, she embezzled over $700,000 from my medical practice, bringing me to the brink of bankruptcy.
Can you imagine? This story,
yep. And this is
when I first met...
I thought she was my friend.
And when I first met Nicole, and by the way, she is such a lovely human being, and my friend is in hospice, and she has been helping me and has been so gracious with advice and helping me through my difficult time as a caretaker. But listen to this story. $750,000 embezzled.
Yep, and while she was doing it, she was actually on the Ashley Madison Cheaters website. She was dating 5 different married men at the same time, while none of them knew about each other, including her husband.
What?
And that's just the way sociopaths operate. I mean, for them, it is all about the game and all about themselves.
And was there any resolution on this, or was it too difficult?
Well, I attempted to sue her. So I took her to court, and my attorney told me I had a very strong case. He really thought we would win. But he told me that basically in cases like this, it's going to be 6 figures before we get to the end, 2 or 3 years in court. And by the end of the court case, she's going to have spent the money, declare bankruptcy, and the banks will get their funds first, and I would get nothing but a hollow victory. Right. So that's when I decided to trump the lawsuit and write a book instead.
And is there any way that we can warn other people about her, or is that against the law?
Well, she's already threatened to sue me if I reveal any of that.
Right.
So, I mean, unfortunately, that is often the case, is that sociopaths and psychopaths, especially in business, have no repercussions. The corporations and the companies are embarrassed and ashamed that they were duped. They just want to be done with it. They think that exposing the fact that they had a thief like this in their midst will just hurt their reputation. And so what ends up happening is they leave one company and go to another and start their schemes all over again.
All over again.